Okay, well, unfortunately we don't have enough lands for this one. We don't have enough power cards, so I'm just gonna have to ship this back. We need more sigils and we can start working away. Yeah, this seems good. We've got the Sunken Tower, which is a decent early play. You need to get it down early. Alright, hopefully, yeah, I was gonna say, they're gonna take the Wisdom. That's fine. I'd almost rather they take the Tower, but I don't know. Because Tower is key to our strategy. I'm surprised that they wouldn't think about that. Because if we're running Tower, you gotta know that there's something weird going on. There's some reason to actually run it. That seems like a really... it doesn't seem like the right choice for them to not think about it at all. Like, you should definitely at least consider why would they be running Sunken Tower. Maybe it's key to their strategy. And if it isn't, like... I guess that if... It's kind of a bad card. Like, let's be honest. This is a bad card. So, I suppose that I can get on board behind it thinking that this card is bad. So, if they keep it, that's fine. They're playing a bad card. If they don't keep it... and, like... Even if it is central to their strategy. Like, if it's not central to their strategy... Then, okay, cool, they have a bad card. If it's central to their strategy, cool, their strategy revolves around a bad card. So I can kind of get that. I'm going to just send in with the Titan here. Probably dies, but I think it's a good idea to get some pressure down if we can. We're ramping it out a little early. It's not the worst time to do it. Opponent on nothing. Huh. No, strategize? What is going on? They have something. Is it just protect? This is weird. Okay. I can just put the seat on the bottom. I want to get face Aegis if I can. Protect the Sunken Tower. Protect us from another sabotage, although sabotage is really bad right now. I could just use Sunken Tower. Get 2 Reckless Titans. It's likely that they have a Harsh Rule based on what's happening here, but I'm not using up too much doing it that way. I'd still be just jamming Temple Scribes otherwise, so I'm still keeping something back. Yeah, there's the Harsh Rule.
This ends now.
Definitely expected that. It's totally okay too because it does get us closer to actually
right here.
Using it for the last time, which can be good for us.
It's written right here.
That stun everything is pretty nice. I need one of our diesel cards. If we can get a Worldbearer Behemoth or like a Feast Caller, we're in great shape.
Sharpen those horns.
Or we just do that and we have nothing. That could be less good. I guess that we just make another one.
It's written right here.
Yeesh. Okay. I'm not sure. Sure, okay. You can't stop me! I'm just memeing, man. I'm just over here doing my thing. Okay. Sure. That's fine. I mean, that sucks, but ultimately we're probably dead here anyway, as our draw has been not good. I expected to try and hit, you know, another Titan, a Worldbearer, a Feast Caller or something. We've hit, instead, 3 Power Stones. You could consider that bad. I would consider that bad. I wouldn't blame you for considering that bad. I mean, we have 10 power versus our opponent's 5. That seems not good. As a brief aside, I think that that's considered to be subpar. Sorry, I'm wrong. It's 11 to 5. Much worse than what I said. My guess is that that's terrible. Alright. And we're just passing. Yeah. I don't know why our opponent felt the need to try and like tilt us or something with the comments. It's funny. Because it's pretty obvious that we are on a brew. We're on a long, strange journey, which is just leading to more and more power. Lots and lots of power. They can't stop us. Look at all the power we have. I'm good with that, actually. After the 12th one, I'm good. Let's go to game 2. Ooh. I might keep this. If I get a Primal, this hand's kind of amazing. I really shouldn't, though. It's too risky. Let's just throw it back. I'll consider this a win if we get one mirror imaged, like, Worldbearer Behemoth with Killer. I just want it once. Just one time. We had no power in the first hand, and now we're just flooded like crazy. And we don't even have the double Primal again. So this hand's really scary. We haven't gotten the good, like, Temple Scribe or Power Stone into, like, Worldbearer kind of hand yet. All of these hands have been super awkward to terrible. Oh, nice. Really good hit for our opponent there. So they're on the 3-color reanimation strategy. And that is not an ideal hit because they didn't hit any units, but hitting a
safe travels,
privilege of rank is certainly stellar for them. That is the combo, as it were. I'm imagining we're going to see Cobalt Brigade. We did a deck that was very much in these colors, this kind of strategy before on the channel, so I would guess that that's what it is. You can Cobalt Brigade, you can even discard things like Ephemeral Wisp and Dawnwalker, and you get to buy them back immediately with Cobalt Brigade when it makes the bear, which is really sweet.
Sharpen those
And there's
swords.
El Taverino. I think this is a tough one. Let's put Temple Scribe on the bottom, I guess. I am willing to trade. They are not. Play, pass. I guess I should have mirror imaged. Yeah, I should have. I was thinking I'd just Wisdom. I like mirror image on other things, but like it's better on a Feast Caller after you initiation it, but this is scary. Very, very scary. Yeah, this is almost exactly that list that I was running back then. Tavrod doesn't hit as often, so it's a lot less terrifying in this deck. Although, obviously, still good. So with them blocking here...
Little brothers, let us feast.
I'm gonna just let it go. I ain't gotta let it go. Oh. So, oh wow, they hit 2? Oh, yikes. And a privilege. Well, that is super, super bonkers. Wow. I'm gonna block here and hopefully get them to use the Auric Rune Hammer that they almost certainly got on the Titan rather than the Feast Caller. They're probably gonna use it on the Feast Caller. There we go. Hey, Feast Caller. I can... Could Strength of the Pack. Feel like we're gonna walk into a harsh rule with this, but... whatever. Either way, we're going to get either the Tavrod or the Orc Runehammer. Okay. There's the Tavrod, pass. And now we get Harsh Ruled and hit for 9. Yep.
This ends now.
Missing that land that one turn really hurt. Also would love to have a Worldbearer to use with this instead. Because the Overwhelm's super important right now.
It's written right here.
Hello, Worldbearer. And we're just gonna pass. We don't really want to slam a Jotun Feast Caller into something awful here. Here comes the clown car. Alright. Nothing but value now. Yeah, once it gets this far in, it's pretty hard to beat. But we're gonna try and do this. I mean, this is hardly ideal because we do lose our Worldbearer. But we have to kill Vara even more than Tavrod. Tavrod is awful, but we can hopefully recover. Instead, I've played this deck, and hitting with Tavrod is pretty rare. What is going on? Man, they are just nailing it. This is crazy how often they've hit. Alright. This is not good. And another Tavrod, I'm guessing? Yeah.
Sharpen those horns. Sharpen those horns.
Yep, those have been some good ones. So they attack us, and they lose 15 cards off the top of their library. Don't think we can actually stall for long enough, which is pretty awful. Because it's possible for us to get them to draw too many cards and lose that way. Like, very possible. Any of the lists that I've seen don't run too many Orc Runehammers. They just can't spare the slots because they're really on their Reanimator strategy. Yeah, see, like, these whiffs show you how good those earlier hits were. Like, that hit for 2 and a privilege was absolutely bonkers busted. Like, so good for them. It's unreal.
You'll do.
And here comes the Varas.
If I wanted the throne, I'd take it.
Yeah, man, this has been real good.
I'd take it.
Unfortunately, we can't recover from that, so we're just gonna have to concede here. Got close. That hit, though, was unbelievable. Alright, we'll be back for game 3. Alright, got a little Crow Snatch, and this looks good. Got that clicking in beforehand. I'm a big fan of this totem. I just love it. Do I keep this or not? I think that I just bought on that. I have another time to make Temple Scribe, and then I can Amber Acolyte, get another Primal, or another time if I need the third. Okay, so I'm neatly between needing time and Primal, so that's cool. I think. Hopefully I just draw a banner next turn. Banner would be cool. That does not a banner.
Safe travels, friend.
I'm gonna go with... Oh, goodness. What am I gonna go with? I guess the Primal, because it is easier for me to get Prime. For me to get Prime. For me to get time. And I think that if I don't have a Xenan Initiation, I'd rather just get Jotun Feast Caller down. That seems like the better play. Okay, there we go. Like, there's a lot more time sigils in the deck, so it made sense, I thought, to get the Primal there. Hourstone,
right here.
Scribe, and pass. Ooh. Sunken Tower. So we can play both Sunken Tower and the Wisdom next turn. I'd rather get the Feast Caller down, but we'll see what happens. Turns out that if I had just played the Power Stone, then I would have actually been able to play Worldbearer Behemoth this turn. Hard to know, though. I think we just Feast Caller.
Little brothers,
Let us feast! I feel like that's a good idea right now. I want to draw a bunch of cards. Hoping they don't have Auric Runehammer is the one card that'll really punish me for this. The thing is, this gets hit by Slays and Annihilates and way more cards, but, you know, then of course they can also just have the exact card that they need for this exact moment. Anyways. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're definitely going to bottom one of the relics. That's really good. We're just going to pass here. I think it's actually a good idea to get Sunken Tower down right now. And then we'll just pass. Let's confuse our opponent. If they don't have the Annihilate, then I'll be able to Worldbearer Overwhelm across this 2-3 and just kill that Auric Runehammer real nice. Tie it all up in a nice little bow. Of course, the problem is they could also just go for like a Harsh Rule right afterwards.
my favorite part.
Kind of just want to kill the Commando still. Okay, so they have Protect up, which is not actually helpful for them. Yeah. Get rid of that. And they'll need a way to actually kill this, or I just start making copies, and then it takes over the board. That's the goal? We'll see if it works. I'm really hoping it does, because that's the whole goal. No! Ah! If only it had been another Jotun Feast Caller, we'd have been in okay shape. I'm gonna chump block for a turn. Uh-oh. This is what you would call not good. You could call it bad. Yep. I would start calling it bad. I'd certainly think about calling it bad. I'm gonna draw another card here. Hey, that's really bad. That's the second. That's only two that we have. Cool. I actually kind of want that because it does mean that I can start the combo again. But whoo, boy, is it awkward. Those are definitely the two worst non-power cards in our deck. Well, yeah, maybe Power Stone is up there, but these are real bad. So we're taking a ton of damage. I don't have any choice but to attack. I could just mirror image one of these, and I think it's actually not a terrible plan.
It's written right here.
Gives me a chump blocker, hello, and the opportunity to maybe do this. Which is what I need.
Little brothers, let us feast.
Give me good cards, or more power, either way. Apparently all I want is power. That'll work too. Let's do my little sing-song voice here. Annihilate's gonna hit this, or Protect, and they're just gonna pop it. Yeah, there we go. Yep. It would have been nice to do that where I actually had this in hand, and I could have mirror imaged it immediately, and then we could start chaining things together. We're close, we're like right on the edge of this actually working. Our draw has been way too much power again. Maybe the deck's running too much, but I mean, it doesn't seem like it. I think we're just having one of them
Safe
days.
travels, friend.
That will be the third time we use it? No, that'll just be the second. I just want to make sure that I don't sacrifice it immediately. I'm gonna do this just to thin the deck out.
Travels, friend.
And hopefully stop drawing power. That's gonna be the goal. Since we have almost 3 times the power that our opponent does, I would like to stop drawing more. These are reckless, right? Yeah. There's no reason not to chump block. Strategize. Cool, cool. That I don't mind, because we can start digging. There we are. And now I get to copy good cards. That I don't mind doing.
Little brothers, let us feast!
I'm gonna hold on to that power in case I get another Strategize. I maybe should have just used the Sunken Tower to copy either the Feast Caller or the Titan. Or just use Mirror Image. Enforcer. Popping Aegis? Okay. Not popping Aegis is actually good for us. I'd be a lot more terrified if it was popping Aegis. Sure. Ooh, and pass the turn. That I really like. This is where we need that Xenan initiation. I kind of feel like using the Sunken Tower. Is that the... Actually, is that the third time? It is. So that's kind of cool. It stuns everything. Pops the Aegis on their side. And then I can play, like, Titan and wait. Titan, mirror image that. Maybe I will get real lucky. Nice. Maybe I get insanely lucky and we just top deck the Infinite Hourglass and give everything endurance and then we're fine. Alright, so they're forcing us to block. This is a really scary block. I just don't want to give them extra cards right now, and I'm hoping that then I can draw one with this Feast Caller. So we get 2 cards, and hopefully some kind of an answer. Or a Waystone. That will work too. That could have worked a little while ago. So funny thing. I can actually do that. Strength of the pack is not your unit. It's just a unit. So I think that gave us the game. I took a really risky line. Like, exceptionally risky. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have just blocked the Valkyrie, but it worked out. Strength of the pack is certainly fun. They could not have expected that. Yep, this is our opponent wondering why they're in this position. Best part is they put Aegis on it, so, like, good luck dealing with it. Unless the 2 cards in their hand exactly are removal, then think this is game over. I can't even make the bad mistake of not attacking because everything I have has Reckless. I have to get in. I'm not allowed to be stupid enough to not attack here.
Embrace the shadow.
And slay the 5/6. Okay. They're still very dead. Oh yeah, very, very dead. Woo! We got there! Alright, when this deck wins, it's super fun. You get a lot of extra cards. That was great. That strength of the pack off the top was clutch. Well, this hand is awful, so we're gonna throw it back. We just need more power. This one could be okay. The influence is really dicey. I'm finding that a little bit with this deck, although I don't feel like it should be. We're 2 colors. It's crests, banners, and seats. I don't know. Feels like it shouldn't be this hard, even though, I mean, we have triple primal, triple time, double primal. Like, it is tough that way. Oh, thank goodness. I was really worried that we had an aggro deck here. And Praxis is probably not great for us, but I'd rather play that than some super speedy deck, especially with this hand. Because we are not doing a lot. Sunken Tower number 2. Not exactly what I wanted. Opponent having to sit back and read it. In case you didn't remember, what it does is once per turn you may pay 5 to play a copy of one of your units without Reckless, and give them both Reckless. And then after the 3rd use, then you had to sacrifice it, and you stun all units.
It's written right here.
It's a very strange card. I just want to draw extra cards here because I really just want to get to these Feast Caller, Worldbearer shenanigans. If at all possible. Good news is, with the colors that our opponent is in, that Worldbearer comes down and probably can't be answered, and they are stuck on power. What? That seems good for us. Worldbearer that's going to be 3 Worldbearers? Would you like to keep playing? And the scoop. No, they're just discarding? This should be a scoop. Let me tell ya, I'd scoop. Because this is straight gas. We're gonna attack first so that the copy that we make has 2 already. So when it attacks, it gets 3. There we go. Seems good. There's the scoop. Little later than I thought, but definitely happening. I would have loved to have had a more real game there, because I think that we had a pretty good hand. We actually got the big units that you really need. The first couple games we had a really hard time actually drawing Sandstorm Titan and Feast Caller, Worldbearer kind of cards, so that was pretty awkward. It's a lot easier when you draw those. Let's go to game 5. Yeah, continuing that last conversation. A little bit easier when you actually draw your gas, especially when your gas just happens to be all really good cards. That's probably what's propping this deck up, too. I won't lie, I don't think this deck is amazing. It's far from it, but it sure is fun when it actually works, and it works more often than it probably should, just on the strength of its legends. The incredible power of the new Diesel quote-unquote cards and like Sandstorm Titan are hard to deny. Generally don't need multiple initiations. I kind of want us to keep Sunken Tower because that's the name of the deck, right? What kind of a YouTuber would I be? What kind of streamer slash YouTuber would I be if I didn't keep the cool card that my deck is based around? Get all them clicks in. Let's
Safe travels, friend.
grab another time. So now we have 3 and 3. I'm gonna guess this is just Elysian mid-range. You know what? I'm gonna call that. I'll block you.
This'll do the trick.
Okay, Trailmaker is certainly a card. Ooh, that's what I want. That's my boy. So, I guess just I can Sunken Tower. Next turn Feast Caller, and then afterwards Amber plus Xenan. I hope. Hopefully they don't, like, Disjunction kill the Sunken Tower. This is going to be Worldbearer? Reinhardt. Okay, that's much, much better. I'm glad it's not Worldbearer, because Worldbearer would be tough for us to be able to deal with. Divining Rod. Ooh. Okay, that is RNG heavy, but very scary. And that's probably the best card in the entire game against us, Surso. I played against it earlier. It's almost impossible to beat. We need some permafrosts or something to deal with it. But, I mean, it could have actually been worse despite that.
Safe travels, friend.
Hate to tell ya, but, I mean, at least it wasn't multiple Sursos. At least we have Aegis on this, too, because we can actually put another... We can put a Xenan Initiation on it again, and attack and trade with it. It's bad, but I can do it.
Here, piggy.
Oh, wow. I don't want to come piggy. Well. This is so close to being really, really cool. And if it was about if it was anything else, this would be amazing. But because they still have Overwhelm, this doesn't actually end up anywhere. Too bad. The Trailmaker gave them just enough gas to get that turn ahead and make it there. Also, apparently, that would have been terrible anyways, because we drew 4 cards, and they were all 4 of them totally useless. Nice. Well, that was an interesting cap to the end of the series here, and I think this deck does have something to be said for it. There was a different deck originally, like I said, where I kind of smashed 2 decks together, and the original deck was just a lot of Jotun Feast Callers, Worldbearers, Strength of the Pack, Mirror Image, the Lightning Storms, Strategize, Wisdom of the Elders, and then all of the fight cards, the Xenan Initiations, and things like that. I feel like that deck, so basically taking out Sunken Tower, putting in a few more fight cards, maybe even taking out some, like taking out Infinite Hourglass, taking out the Sunken Towers, maybe even taking out Sandstorm Titan, just getting some extra fights in here, maybe putting in some Trailmakers as well as the Amber Acolyte Power Stone stuff, just to try and ramp even faster to this level. Could be good. Like, that does seem to have some kind of legs, so you might want to try that as well. This deck is super fun. I don't think that it's really competitive, as we saw here today. I mean, we won, what, 1 or 2 games? It's super fun when it actually works, though. Like, that last game, imagine if our opponent didn't have the Overwhelm, and it was just an 8-8. Man, we start getting back into that game fast. We drew 4 cards, kill 2 things. It gets pretty sweet. You can do a lot of really fun things with these. These with fight plus any kind of copy is certainly really cool and quite a combo. So I'd highly recommend just fooling around with that, trying to see what you can come up with, and you can share it in the comments below. I'd certainly appreciate it. And as always, like and subscribe to the videos if you can, and check out my Twitch stream, which is the main thing that I do, which Apparently people don't know, because there was a big Reddit post that was like, who are your favorite content producers for YouTube and for Twitch? I'm new to Eternal kind of thing. And I was like, ooh, I always like to kind of gaze in, see who's who and what's happening, who's getting recommended. I got recommended, I think, 4 or 5 times in that thread. It was really cool. All of it for YouTube. I don't normally YouTube. I didn't consider myself a tuber, but apparently that's what I am now. I'm the YouTube guy. So, yeah, I do have a Twitch stream. Hello, all you YouTube people. But, yeah. Anyways, I appreciate it, and certainly love having all the support. I did just recently open up an Inked Gaming store, and I'm now sponsored by Inked Gaming as well. So you can certainly check that out. So if you've got mouse pads or playmats, dice bags, things like that, they do a lot of really cool custom gear. You can check out my Inked Gaming store. I do a lot of photography as my real job with my wife. So we're going to put up some photography, but also some channel-specific art. So you can get some stuff there, like stuff for Elder Dragon Hoedown and all of the other series that I do. I'm going to be putting up more and more personal art on there. So hopefully you can get some really cool gear from there, and you can use a coupon code that I have down below. It's Ilyon12, ILYON12, and that'll give you 12% off at inkgaming.com. And thanks everyone for supporting. I'll see you next week.